In the last video, that was the philosophy part 1. The second one is the philosophy and practice, and how to deal with the projection of false ideologies now that you understand in a very simplified manner how to process the world and its existence. How does the philosophy help you to deal with false projected images and or to weather the storm of intense projections? The first rule is how to counter the energy is to go within yourself. Like I said, how are you feeling about what you hear or see or experience? Question that. Number 2, remember that an event requires focus or attentions so that energy can flow towards it. Okay, do not forget that the agencies are able to create material changes by using magical thinking. Okay, magical thinking is very important here for the agencies, which means you have to, we are not doing magical thinking, we are doing metaphysical thinking. That is the most powerful way of being able to protect yourself and to reason and understand what you're dealing with. Because metaphysical thinking requires you to look at not just only one thing. It is like looking at the Swiss clock, looking at all the parts within and being able to understand what each part is and are all the parts needed for this clock. Okay. The idea of the word the matrix is designed to create distress. Okay. Reason being because the word matrix means ma and tricks, the mother of tricks, and the first wound inside the human nature itself is the wound of the mother. The lack of love, or the lack of being loved, or loved to a point, in whatever way you want to look at it. That doesn't mean that the mother is flawed. It means that the connection that you have with the mother energy itself, your mother, your maternal connection, must be investigated. So they use the word, and it is the most important for you as a child, the mother. And the word matrix derives that emotional connection so that you can't but not feel, oh yeah, I know it's the matrix for sure. Because why do you say it's the matrix? Oh no, I know it's the matrix because I just know, right? I just know. In my heart, I know. Okay, you see the problem? Okay, that was just pantomime. Don't take it personally, please. The very nature of the word mother denotes and drives a significant sense of triggers in multiple people, like I've just explained. Know it, because as every child ever is born in this world, it must come out of a mother somehow. Whether the mother has become a bad mother or whether she's passed on during birth, it doesn't matter. The fact is, the first cells, the first sight, the first connection, the first sound, and the smell, which is most likely the most important thing, is from the mother. So very smart effers had decided to call it matrix, matrix, the mother of tricks. So you're kind of like messed in your mind when you think about it. So in any case, that's the first connection. Stop thinking that you're living in a matrix. Okay, don't even use that word, even though they made billions and billions and billions of dollars of those movies. It means really nothing, because it is based on a Gnostic aspect of being trapped within a trap, within a box, within a box, within a box, within a box, ad nausea. Okay, we are not in a box. I certainly am very clearly saying that I'm not living in a box. All right. So the very nature of the word mother denotes and drives significant sense of triggers in multiple people, like I've said. So hence you get those that are, I know my heart is the matrix. Okay. So the philosophy is the natural way, in a metaphysical way, which means you can see and reason through all levels of dimension, in every direction ever possible. You can even look into the original creative force, and you can look back into many potential elements that are involved in this Swiss clock. Okay. So the philosophy is the natural way of communication from within not only the heart, but from within the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. You do not just have a soul, you have a spirit as well. You are not just a simple, what is the word that everyone seems to love to use? Meat suit. Please stop that in your thoughts. You are not a meat suit, because then you key into those, and those that use that word, I've got nothing to do. It is offensive, because you are more than just what it is that you are in. You are more than what is within you. You are so much more than that. Did you know that your glands, or just looking at your glands by themselves, create an energetic flux that actually contributes to your auric field inside of you? Okay? It's like these little fountains that shoot out, that's like little compressing fountains that blow out air and energy and light, so that you have an auric field around you. When you look at someone, you can see there's this little white line around them. First sense that you see, if you start to learn to see auras first time around, everybody has a little line around their heads. That is what the glands do. You see it. It's like creating light, so that you can see, oh, there it is. This thing is not just a one-dimensional cardboard cutout. It actually has dimension to it. Okay? Just the glands itself. Okay. If you close your eyes, what do you see? Do you see light or do you see dark? Is it busy or is it quiet? It's important that you need to focus on that. Alright, so the next thing, all the material realm of this world, and when I say material realm, I'm saying things around you, the curtains, the wall, the light, the everything around you, everything that's physical, okay? All the material in this realm is materia, okay? Matter. It is all based on energy, okay? And energy, in the same way, like your glands, create certain things for it to exist. It is there by the nature of your sight that the curtain is hanging there. It is hanging there because it is by your will, because you see it and because you touch it, that it is there. Okay. Therefore, it exists. If you never knew what a curtain was, in your consciousness, it would never exist. You would see something, but you call it something else. Okay. Inside of you is a constant flux of energy that's moving like a dynamo, like an engine. And in that engine movement, it creates energy. And if you had to give it direction, and because you can give tone, color, shade, intonation, flavors to something. You can color it in a little bit. You can give it a little bit of shade. Then it becomes more pronounced. It becomes more profound inside of you. You become more pronounced inside of yourself because you actually have a name. You've created your own fashion statement. I'm just being sarcastic here. You've built your own empire. You are wearing your own clothes. You have your own job. You are looking for another job. You are doing something personally to yourself. You are giving definition to the dynamo energy inside of you. Okay. The philosophy is about how to understand that you have a dynamic energy from your thoughts, what you see, who you are, and how you express it. And can it change the world? Yes, it can, because they believe in the magical powers of projectionism, and you are in the presence of being able to create energy and break through projectionism. Think of yourself as using your energy as a type of field, a force field that can slice through bullshit. Put it like that. Okay, you start to become aware of that inside of you. Now that's just what your energy can do. On a personal level, on an emotional level, you are able to give it even more definition if you're able to connect with the feeling of self-care, of self-love, that you're able to expand on how your glands and your energy operates within you. It's that tingly, loving feeling inside of you. People seem to think that that's what love is, that it's all a bunch of chemicals. It is inherent of your spirit. Your spirit is made of love. It is also a part that was taken from, and this is a hornet. So obviously the information is that important that a hornet has to float around. Aside from the obvious, I will leave this with you so that you will ponder on it, and I will then make more information bits, because the following parts that will come will be in more depth to understanding how to get your thoughts straightened out in the right way. The natural realm appears to be without an order to it, and yet there is an order to it. Why is the tree growing the way that it is? Why is the tree growing there and not there? Okay? When you are able to close your eyes and you go and stand outside, or you stand and look at something but you close your eyes, I want you to feel what you're looking at. Without looking at it, I want you to try and see through your eyelids what you are experiencing around you. And what you will experience, that depends. I'm not saying do this like do this like for hours and hours. I'm saying do this and practice that experience. It's not going to come right the first time round, because what you will experience is something that will be profound and personal to you. What you will experience will be something profound and personal to you. Okay, I say that twice because you need to keep that in mind. If you are one of those who wish to know how to help yourselves through this weird chaos crap. Okay. If you can see and feel and experience that particular thing with eyes closed in a particular way, then you are able to understand that everything else, and that experiment will tell you that yes, you are maybe susceptible to everything that is being projected at you. Number two, you are such an elevated being that your energy is sought out by the events, by the things that you look at. So when you look at something and you are naturally a person who is afraid of, let's say, let me give you an example. What movie was that where they were all zombies, whatever. If you're afraid of zombies, then you will draw information to you that will be related to zombie stuff. Okay, this is not something that is because you're being tracked online. It's not to do with the obvious. That's just emphasizing that it's already happening. But if you never had to watch any material, it suddenly started to feel, I'm just seeing zombie stuff everywhere. I don't even have a phone type of thing. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain. Pay attention to that. Okay. I have an issue with a hornet because I got stung by a hornet many times as a child. And the hornet is floating around here. It's like just looming around here. So I'm just telling you. There it is. So that is why it's around my head all the time. And it's like right here. So I'm going to leave this with you on that note. And we will talk again. I will share with you the next steps to the philosophy and practice. If this has helped you, if this has given you any guidance, please let me know down below. Until next time. Okay.